This sacred hymn of the Yajurveda is a swastivakana, a prayer, an ardent aspiration, for the highest good and well-being of all beings, of everything, of the whole universe. Heartfelt chanting of this hymn is an integral part of initiating every religious sacrament or important familial ceremony in the Vedic cultural rituals. As a symbol, swastika is a line design invented by the Vedic sages. Its specific geometry is believed to have some relation with certain natural energy fields. It is drawn as a cross with equal arms when all the arms are continued as far again at right angles clockwise. The same scripture also refers to it as Chatushpatha, 4 paths emerging symmetrically in 4 directions from a common origin. The seed syllable, sounding like Gam in the Vedic script of the Ganapati mantra, resembles the swastika. This seed syllable together with the 4 segments, Chatushtaya, of the mantra seems to be encapsulated in the swastika symbol. Valmikiya Ramayana cites the appearance of swastika symbol as that of the bluish line design seen on the crest of the cobra, king of snakes. This simile indicates a deeper meaning, conveying the importance of swastika in Tantra as well. The matrikas, special sounds or packets of eternal sonic energy, nada, indwelling the cosmos that were realized by the rishis in a state of trance, are of fundamental importance in the science of Tantra and Mantra. The signs, notations, representing the matrikas are said to be the origin of the syllables of the Vedic Sanskrit script and hence of all the ancient languages. Acharya Abhinav Gupta explains this in The Tantraloka as Prathak Prataktatriyam Sukshmamityavi Sabdet Sadyam Karomi Madhura Vis Deyami Bhruv Vacha. The matrikas and, hence, the vowels and consonants were generated from the manifestation of the omnipresent, eternal sound, Nadabram. The different forms of voice, namely the Payanti, voice of the inner self, Madhyama, mental voice or the voice that one hears while thinking, and Bhikhari, usual voice used in speech, also originated from the same nada. Each of them was further divided into the perceivable and subtle forms. Thus the six-fold manifestation of the Nadabram came into existence. The 6-line segments of the swastika symbolize this occult knowledge. In this context, swastika is further regarded as a sign depicting the secret facets of the origin of nature. The vocal sound, Vikhari Vani, as we perceive it, consists of both the vowels and the consonants. Of this, the vowels are fundamental, they exist as natural expressions of sound, namely the swaras. The consonants can't be perceived without the suffix of swaras. There are 6 basic swaras of musical notes. These are like the 6 major components of the spectrum of light that is referred in the scriptures as Sad Devatatmakam Suryarasmik Tvang, and the ensemble of these 6 Suryarismi, sun rays, is called swastika. Apart from the scriptural descriptions, the archaeological findings, especially inscriptions in the ancient caves, indicate the popularity of swastika design in ancient times. The paintings and stone carvings found at Singanpur area in Raigad, Bania Beri in Pachmari and several caves in the Chambal and Sagar Bhopal regions are among the authentic proofs available today in this regard in India. Many of the designs depict both the Dakshinvarta clockwise and the Vamavarta counterclockwise swastikas. Both the types are found engraved on the coins of the age of Indus civilization as well. However, only the clockwise swastika, which we have referred so far, is found in the pictures or inscriptions showing signs of religious rituals. It is indeed this type, the Vedic swastika, that is used and worshipped in the Hindu religious sacraments. The counterclockwise swastika is supposed to be used in some tantrika practices. Incidentally, the swastika symbol adopted by the Nazis is also of counterclockwise type. As per renowned scholars like Prof. Max Muller, this anti-clockwise design of swastika was also favored in some Orthodox Christian churches and was popular several hundred years ago in England, and then in some varied forms in Denmark, Norway and Sweden. For example, the related symbol in Sweden had the arms of the counterclockwise swastika design expanded and connected to each other along a circular contour, which appears like a cross embedded in a circle. It should be noted that in this article the main focus of our discussion is only the Vedic symbol, the clockwise swastika. Another scholar, Mrs. Murray, remarks in the volume entitled Symbolism of the East and West that the Vedic symbols encompass deep and important meanings. It is mostly these symbols, which were propagated in different parts of the globe. Some changes and diversions occurred and got adopted with the flow of time. These variations are reflected in several symbols used in different religions of the world. Swastika is a Vedic symbol which has acquired a rich global tradition and significance. According to Indian philosophy, the 4 arms of swastika symbolize the 4 Vedas, 4 Varnas, 4 ashrams, 4 lokas and the 4 deities, Brahma, Vishnu, Mahesh, Shiva, and Ganesha. Eminent Vedic scholar Pandit Ramchandra Shastri further cites that the design of swastika resembles a 4-petaled lotus Chaturdala Kamal, which symbolizes the abode of Lord Ganapati and is therefore worshipped in religious ceremonies and also enshrined at the places of worship. Several savants also regard swastika as the symbol of the cost of money present on the chest of the embodied manifestations of God Vishnu. In Jainism, swastika is revered as the symbol associated with the seventh Tirthankar Suparshvanat. The followers of Jain religion regard the four sides of the swastika as symbolizing the four possible places where one could be reborn or reside after death. These abodes are described as the animal or plant kingdom, the earth, Jivatma, soul in the subtle body that awaits rebirth, and the hell. Imprints of swastika are found inscribed in the Buddhist monasteries as well. It can also be found in the houses of the lamas and in some temples in Tibet. In the views of George Birdwood, the Buddhist symbol of the wheel, life cycle, the cross of Greece, and the swastika all symbolize the sun. He further refers swastika as among the most ancient symbols that contain sublime implications. Prof. Max Muller is among the noted European scholars who had studied Sanskrit language and the Vedic literature and also written commentaries thereon. Commenting on the global propagation of the swastika symbol, he once wrote in a letter to Dr. Schramm indicating that this Vedic symbol could be found in Rome, Milan, Pompeii, perhaps in almost every part of Italy, in some ancient cities of England, at several places in Hungary, Greece, China, and in many other parts of the world. He has also supported the views of E. Thomas, where the latter has described swastika as a symbol of the continuous motion of the sun and the solar system. Prof. D. A. Mackenzie throws light on several other implications of this Vedic symbol. His studies indicate that apart from being an important sign or code in the ancient Indian astrological and astronomical formulae, the swastika was also used as a symbol describing multiple meanings, such as the birth cycle, a flying bird, and all-round progress. It was a useful sign in commercial records in the ancient times and a symbol of fire, electricity, lightning, water, magnet. Yet another Western researcher opines that swastika, the symbol of auspiciousness and well-being, as designed by the Indian rishis, sages, of the Vedic age, was well received and recognized by the different civilizations across the globe who adopted it in various forms of similar designs. He views that this symbol, likewise the other marks of the Vedic culture, carries the spirit of enlightening thoughts and wisdom, the flow of which is eternal like that of the divine values of this culture. Many more aspects of knowledge, deeper meanings and philosophical teachings and feelings and effects might have been folded in the distinctive and comprehensive design of swastika. But at the core of it lies the spirit of auspiciousness and well-being of every individual, every family, society, nation, and the whole creation. It therefore continues to be of universal significance and reverence. What is required is that we grasp its implications and adapt them in all walks of life. Let the auspicious sentiments and teachings encoded in the swastika be expressed in our aspirations, thoughts and deeds. Let swastika not only be worshipped in our shrines, let it also be enshrined in our hearts and minds as the spirit and light of saintly sentiments, knowledge and wisdom.